Saraki brokers partnership for improved seafarers' education with the Navy. Tours Academy alongside critical stakeholders. Ministry, National Assembly to clarify NIMASA's funding responsibility to the Maritime Academy of Nigeria. Honorable Ikpeazu calls for more collaboration to grow the maritime sector as Maritime Academy of Nigeria honors 38 captains of industry. The Honorable Minister of State for Transportation, Senator Gbemisola Saraki, has brokered partnership for the improvement of maritime education between the Nigerian Navy and the Maritime Academy of Nigeria. The synergy we learned is a conscious effort at beefing up the quality of Nigerian seafarers to leverage on the opportunities offered by the African Continental Free Trade Agreement.
The seafarers training, especially with AFTA coming up on board and the fact that we have over 200 million Nigerians that we believe, as you know, that currently in the world, the Philippines is the home of maritime crew, and they from pleasure boats to merchant navy, as you know. We believe that truly with the depth and of the investments that have been done, especially in the last, since this current rector has been here, as all of you are familiar with Oran. I used to chair the Maritime Committee in the Senate. I know this place very well, and I can see the difference of what has happened. And also bearing in mind that we need to position Nigeria to be able to provide service. The aim and the goal is that within the African continent, we want to dominate where it comes to seafarers. Because of what COVID has shown, that everybody, all continents and countries are looking inward and to see what they can provide for themselves, we feel that seafarers, Nigeria should be able to provide seafarers to various vessels in Africa. We want to be the lead to do that. And this is the foremost academy that can do that. So part of what we were looking at is the number of seafarers that we currently train. And as you know, during the program, most of them go abroad. So we're looking at how, and the exchange rate not being very favorable right now, to see how we can maximize our Naira to get as many students as possible. That's what we're discussing.
The minister, who together with Honorable Linda Ikpeazu, the Chairman House Committee on Maritime Safety, Education and Administration, led the Nigerian Navy as well as critical stakeholders on a tour of the school's facilities on Thursday, said the collaboration will provide both organizations support that would advance seafarers training.
It's absolutely necessary to have all stakeholders here to look at. If you're talking about improvement, you need to have all the key players here. So you take one visit for a holistic look at it. So when we finish, the ministry set up a committee and we can look at how best to improve the Maritime Academy Oran and the services and courses it has to offer. We've seen areas of possible collaboration.
On the 5% funding for the school from the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, she stated that issues will be clarified to ensure that NIMASA carries out its duty as dictated by the law.
I'm privileged that even in the NIMASA Act, I was part of the players when I was in the National Assembly. There seemed to be a misunderstanding on the part of NIMASA as to what those funds or how those funds are supposed to be given to Maritime Academy Oran. It's not at NIMASA's pleasure. It's not whether NIMASA wants to or how. It is NIMASA's duty. It is not for NIMASA to oversight it. That's for the ministry. NIMASA's zone is that you are supposed to give X amount to Maritime Academy quarterly. We will look at, obviously, the system as it is, the way NIMASA is asked to do it is not working, obviously. Yeah, because here we are, how many years later, we're still having this discussion. Maritime Academy is not going to go begging. It's not coming to beg, it is right. So we are looking at finding a way of making this ridiculous problem go away. There are many things that have not been answered vis-a-vis the funding, the amount, how the remittance, how it's done, when it's done. And that whole system, luckily the National Assembly is also here, is a problem that we get lots of, before when I was in National Assembly, we had the same problem. when I'm now in the executive, we're having the same problem. But now I happen to be on this side and also have my sister on that side, in which we will sit together, independent of both Maritime Academy Forum and NIMASA, to look at what is the permanent and the final solution. Because
speaking also, Honorable Linda Ikbazu, who applauded the proposed collaboration between the Academy and the Nigerian Navy, said it is imperative for Nigeria to do all within its capacity to grow the maritime industry.
This place right now is comparable to any place, any academy in the world. So it has an international standard right now. So it's now our responsibility, collective responsibility, to make sure that some of these programs that we find out outside, that will look inwards, because we do now have the academy that can teach those things. Of course, it made sense earlier to go abroad to learn, because obviously we didn't have the standard that we have right now in the Maritime Academy. So now that we do, we're all going to work together to make sure that we look inwards and we don't spend money outside. Instead, we spend it here and train our people, because we now have the capability, and of course the rector, because he's done very well. And of course the Navy, just like I said, it's going to be collaborative. The Navy is going to also work with them and see how we can best advance the maritime sector in the country, because it's a very viable sector that we have to look at in order to generate revenue. Because unfortunately we're just solely reliant or dependent on oil, which we really need to move away from, because of course we don't really have that choice anymore. So maritime sector is a sector that that if we pursue very well in a collaborative manner, it will be a good avenue to earn revenue for the country.
The representative of the Chief of Naval Staff, Admiral S.D. El-Ladin, said it's important for the nation to leverage on its in-country capacity to offer robust training to seafarers.
We are all stakeholders here. The Navy is doing a lot necessary to take them on board, identify the capacity gaps, and then we can synergize. So that with what the Navy has, we'll be able to give a better image for the country, as well as to reduce unemployment by developing robust manpower capacity for the maritime industry, which the country can inject into the system.
High point of the visit to the Maritime Academy of Nigeria was the commissioning of facilities and roads named after 38 captains of industry who have impacted maritime education.
A lot of projects and streets in the academy after that. These streets and projects have not made before. But for every name you see, you will know the person has done something significant. And we appreciate it.
Thank our performing rector for being such a thoughtful person, and for recognizing people that deserve to be recognized.